another episode of Principal as a Changemaker. Today we have a very interesting changemaker with us, Mrs. Sonali Jagade, Principal of Daffodils High Public School, ICSC, Mumbai. She has a huge experience and she has been in this industry from a very long time. Let's see what's in store for us. Hello ma'am, please tell me about yourself.
Yeah, I am here in this field for about 19 years. Yeah.
Almost 2 decades.
Almost 2 decades, yes. So I am basically a postgraduate in dance, Bharatanatyam. So I've done masters in fine arts and then I did masters in history, B.Ed. So then and took over this school.
So it is very safe to say, if not a principal, you have been a superb dancer.
I was a dancer. I've been trained at Nalanda Nrityakala Mahavidyalaya under Dr. Kanakareni.
Oh.
Yes, so all my teachers at that point were either Padma Shri awardees or Sangeet Natak Academy awardees. So yeah, so that college education has really given me the kind of exposure. So from a very early age, from around 18, 19, we've been traveling across India for shows and dance performances, and I've seen the who's who of any and every classical dance and musicians and you name it. And we've gone there, seen all these performers, great artists live. We've been there, we have interacted with them. So thanks to my college, because of them I could travel. So that's a earlier experience of traveling, meeting a lot of people.
That's great.
Yeah.
We'll travel a little back early in your life.
Yeah.
So, very born and brought up in Mumbai, or what was it?
Yes, it's Mumbai.
Mumbai, correct. Born and brought up.
Born.
Which part of Mumbai?
I was earlier at the Cotton Green,
Okay.
and then moved on to Mulund in 84. Since
Since then you have been here. Very long part of your life has been Mulund.
Yes.
Which was the first school in your life?
Yes, Dadar King George at that point.
Okay, so as a kid.
As a kid, yeah, Dadar King George, and then I was shifted to Mulund. So it was Vani Vidyalaya in Mulund West. It's still there.
Yeah. So what was your first tiffin box memory that you had?
I don't really have a memory, but I have a memory of sharing with friends.
Okay. Any
So-
favorite tiffin box?
See, no, in those days, our parents were very strict about what we ate in tiffin, so always poi bhaji. So not really, bread wouldn't come home. We did not have those kind of, varieties. So poi bhaji means only poi bhaji you have to eat. So what else? Even a biscuit wasn't given much.
I hope you had opportunity to sneak out and have vada paos.
But at that point when we were in IES, small kids weren't allowed to go to canteen.
Okay.
And then when I came to Mahavidyalaya, it used to be so crowded, we would hardly, we were able to even get through. All the seniors standing there blocking and we could never get. And then after a year or two, they closed down the canteen. So we did not really have canteen experience.
So, you were telling me about your tiffin box sharing memory. What was that all about?
Sharing. So I remember, all of us sitting on that LKG, UKG desk benches. So we would share. We would take our food, go to someone else. Zabardasti se put it, because if that tiffin is interesting,
Just take it.
Yeah, but we would put something for and then eat. So sharing was something which our teachers also encouraged, and we always ate. Sharing was there.
When we were kids, we always had that knack. Whenever there was a Maggi in someone's tiffin, it used to get finished in a matter of seconds.
So that memory I'd have, like my first Maggie was when we were in college. Until that time, Maggie had not been launched.
Introduced in
So I remember when we were in, I think, 12th or first year of college, and that's when I think the Maggie came. So that's what I said. So in school, tiffin box, there was no scope of any junk, poi bhaji. Even bread wasn't bought at home, it wouldn't come home so easily. So, era was. We didn't complain, we were happy eating. So that's how it went.
When we talk about school, then comes college and then comes higher education. So what was that journey? How that journey spanned out?
So actually I'll tell you, it's like once I finished my 10th, I had started going for dance classes, like Bharatanatyam classes from when I was grade 5. And my parents realized that she's very fond of dance and she's not basically cut out to go into this regular mainstream college. So my father, when I was in 10th, he did some research and found out about this college for classical dance, which is at June 10th Road.
Oh.
Yeah, so he found out the college, and after 10 he took me there. He showed me, and he said, "Would you like to pursue it?" So that comes from my father. I have 3 sisters, elder sisters. They all went into conventional colleges and everything, but somehow for me, he let me.
That is how good parenting is.
Yes, so he
Making
knew
sure.
that I was not cut out for going to arts, commerce college. I would never do it. So he initiated me into that kind of college and encouraged me to go ahead to pursue that as a career.
How did the transition from going to a dance college to education is? How that?
That is pretty interesting because I did my dance bachelor's, then master's, and we were performing and we were part of so many dance troupes and traveling, and then I had my own classes. I had about 150 kids at that
in a single
point.
class?
Yeah, in batches.
Of course.
So yeah, and that my dance class was affiliated to our college itself. So they had a other dance research center wing. So it was affiliated. So proper exams were given. So it was a certified diploma courses that I was initiating for the kids. So it was pretty well. Life was pretty sorted out. You know, you were earning and we were doing fine. So I started earning also very early.
That's
By
great.
18, I was earning. I was traveling. Yeah.
I guess that's a life. Like for an
Yeah.
18-year-old, that would be a life of a heaven.
Yeah. So and I also started working at that point at my college. We had in masters we had a subject called dance therapy.
Okay.
So using dance is for therapeutic
Mhm.
way of using dance. So we had one Dr. Nanavati coming to us, Maya Nanavati, and I was absolutely happy with that whole idea. So I started working with her, and then I used to go to this hospital, which is at Cherry Road, which now Reliance have taken over. So I used to go there with her, and she used to give therapy, occupational therapy, and I used to sit with her for hours. And with her, I started working for children who were disabled,
Okay.
giving dance therapy. So that was a completely different life I saw at a very early age. That oh my God, you can work with disabled kids. So when she first introduced, I was even do it. She said simple rhythm, simple footwork, simple expressions. Just be there, and that's how I was initiated with her. So that was my first experience of working for children with special needs.
It's a very unique experience.
Yeah, I got that. And that somewhere stayed with me. Then eventually I also got a chance to work with a pediatric neurologist
Okay.
who stayed in my vicinity. She used to give therapies to disabled kids and children with special needs. So she used to ask me to come and be a part of it. Then that is how I got very. I was teaching dance, I was teaching, but I was always teaching.
Okay.
So though dance. Then I had a student who had Down syndrome. So as a teacher to teach dance to children with special needs, and they have their own mood swings. And I was also young, so sometimes I used to get angry कि इतना बात दिखा, why can't you do it? But those kids used to humble me. They humbled me because that's where I realized कि you may be a great dancer, you may be whatever, but you know whatever I'm trying to teach them, if they're not able to remember, then as a teacher, how
You're missing out.
challenging your process can be. That is where I saw that actually helped me today to deal
Definitely.
with children
That's
with that
so
kind
you-
of compassion, you know.
You have had a lot of experience, so that somehow now as a leader you have those experiences, so you are.
Yeah, because I got that at a very early
Early
age, you know.
age, yeah.
So it stayed with you.
That helps you take the decision in a more human or better manner.
And
is what I
all
feel.
that we did was completely, charity. So like, so ऐसे भी life को जिया जा सकता है.
Totally agree.
वो मैंने बहुत early age देखा. So we were performing. Sometimes we would get paid. Sometimes we wouldn't get paid. But when you are an artist, I'll tell you, artists are eccentric, crazy people. They don't need money at times. वो and then I had parents. So yeah, फर्क
Same as
पड़ता है.
sports people.
या खाना पीना तो मिलेगा ही, ऐसे था. तो
That
So
is true.
eccentricity hai, so you perform and you got, and then I had my classes doing well, slowly, steadily. But I had once heard Nana Patekar's interview where he actually said ki whatever you be and wherever you reach, you have to give back to society. Okay? So it's like आपलं देणं लागतं समाजाला.
Giving back.
You have to give it back. So as a kid that stayed. Okay, and somewhere then I was very happy at a very early age. I was given opportunities to work with them. And trust me, Saurabh, it doesn't come like अरे मेरे को पैसा मिलेगा. It doesn't come.
As an artist, it's come very naturally.
It came naturally. You know, you pay for your own conveyance, you go all over, you know, and it never came. The kids used to, in their own way, ask कि आप कल आओगे? So, you know.
The fun part about
you
being an artist is the best part is you get to travel. Traveling teaches you a lot of new experience, a lot of new places.
And you know those memories of traveling with your troupe in train.
Yeah. That's a fun.
I think college education really shaped me. I still call my college teachers. I'm still in touch with my teachers. College education.
Yeah.
And I had different league of teachers over there.
You had a different college as well.
College.
That cannot be compared to a conventional college where there are assignments, there are deadlines.
But the flip side, we couldn't bunk college.
Of course.
I remember once we bunked the college, and the next day we were at Dr. Kanakrala's cabin, and she was firing us right and left, and that's it. Thereafter, we in the entire 7 years never bunked college because we couldn't.
But that was also a place where you love to go. So
Yeah.
I don't think bunking.
Why would you bunk?
Yeah, it doesn't come naturally to you. Totally agree.
Yeah.
So is this your first year as a principal, or how was it?
Principal.
Oh, you're a founding principal. That's great. So being a leader, what is the one thing that you have learned over the years?
There is this very important thing I felt I should remember. See, I teach history for grade 9 and 10. So you have to know civics really well.
Yeah.
And our constitution says that it has to be followed in its letter and spirit, correct? But the same thing comes with the decision making.
Yes.
So there are certain decisions when you make, you have to follow it as in the letter format of that. So you follow it as per the rules. But giving judgment, when it comes to judgment, or when you have to decide on something, then I think that spirit is important. So,
Totally.
and see, school, so you are basically dealing with what age group?
They're
all under 15. They're all going to be buffoons at times. They're going to be doing foolish things. They are going to be doing mad things. Their parents are going to go crazy. Sometimes parents are also helpless, but they cannot admit in front of us. I'll tell you, school is a combo of chaos in, I would say chaos in
Structured manner?
no, I wouldn't say that. I would that it is a chaos in it's a melodic. It is a melody. Now itna melody hai na us chaos mein. It's very rhythmic. It's very melodious. Chaos hai. It's a chaos.
Fun chaos.
But it is there, and they are all under 15. What do you expect of kids under 15? Parents. I always, whenever I interview parents or when I talk to parents or when I hold parent orientation, I only tell them, if you're a nursery parent, I ask them, how old are you? So when they say, we are 30, we are 20, and I said, no, as a parent, how old are you? 3 years. I said, then that is your age. As a parent, you're 3-year-old. अब 3-year-old parents से क्या maturity expect करना है? They will speak also. Their experience is just 3-year-old. They will speak also like 3-year-old. आपको compassion है. You have to be forgiving. You have to be straight, firm, so that they don't repeat it. But
Compassion
you have to forgive because you're dealing with an age group.
Very sensitive.
Very sensitive, very impressionable mind. And I'll tell you, the best part is you go to the market, you go to some malls, you go to weirdest places, and somewhere in the middle of some nowhere, you get to hear and then you look where it is coming from, and then they're like and that is
a fun part.
That is
something
so sweet. At least उसको
That's it.
वो इच्छा तो हुई कि भाई मैम मुझे देख लो, वरना it is like
You are getting
Nowadays
recognition.
people they just like to snub you and walk away कि जितना हम humans दूर रहे एक दूसरे से खुशी मिलती है but
That is, I
if
guess, fun part
if
of
they come
being a
running to you and they say hi to you and all my kids they wherever they see me I don't know how this happens they come running to you and directly they dive into your feet you know पैर
Their
छूने
way
के
of
लिए
showing love.
वो देखते भी नहीं कि भाई क्या है वो तो directly they dive in and it is the funniest thing you know and but
That is fun.
I think it's very emotional but I had been to hospital and you know वहाँ पर भी I saw a student and he had come there as a patient the parents were there but as soon as the parent told him ma'am is sitting there so उसमें भी उसने देखा और उसने hi ma'am I felt so emotional that's how it was
They are involved, so they have that sense of love and respect for you.
yeah.
It stays irrespective are you
Yeah.
in school or are you out of the school.
This is only one profession where you
Yeah.
get recognition when you're not also not, even when you're retired
Still
बाकी
the
सारे
legacy
professions में कुर्सी का खेल है कुर्सी गई तो nobody is bothered but ये एक profession है so when as a teacher or as a principal even when you retire
So you are a principal, you always have a hectic day. So tea or coffee, what gets you going in the morning?
I'm a tea person
Proper Mumbai ka cha.
proper jaha
So before coming to the school, what is your morning routine like?
early morning I don't have tea in the morning I have this concoction kada in the morning and then I have my first tea when I come to school and then exercise that has to happen
Okay, so it is safe to say exercise is what gets you going throughout the day? Or?
yes so if I miss we have an early event if I miss in the morning then at least
Try to catch it up later.
in the evening
There are certain small victories done by kids. There are certain huge victories done by kids. So how do you celebrate them?
whether it's small or big we have told every child in our school that come what may wherever you go to compete wherever even if it is a participation but you get any recognition there even if you get small certificate also even for participation you have to come and show it to school and then we click their picture and we upload it on the website
Yeah.
and if they have won like as first place or second place or third place then we also ensure that you know we create their pictures with whatever they have won and we circulate in entire school WhatsApp groups
Kids
and
love
then
recognition.
and when you enter you must have seen this big flex that we have billboard there so the major victories we
Okay.
we print them then after 4-5 months then we will change
Swap it out, yeah.
and bring that but their victories are published and they all come to me they will show me and it's a tradition that they should
Yeah.
show so every day I'll tell you literally every day or alternate day or something somebody comes with a
Appreciation.
yeah so they go for tournaments and you know championships and some of them have recently traveled abroad so we recently had one of these girls who traveled you know to Malaysia for gymnastics and she came she shared the video and we were अरे बाप रे तुम स्कूल में तो इतनी सी दिखती हो and then there you the floor gymnastics the floor routine that you do you know that bun and that gymnastics suit and all and we were like
Kids love
she's a
recognition.
star like at that point and she was behaving like you know oh my god
That's fun. That's fun.
Yes.
I hope she's happy with it. So that is the
Yeah.
great part. So you are a change maker now. You one decision get you like totally depends on 1,000 plus kids that you have
Yeah.
here. But we
it
always
impacts not just 1,000 it impacts their parents also
yeah more than that.
yeah
But we always say that change maker का जो seed होता है that is sown very early in their life. So was that one principal or one teacher who taught you that inspired you to get going in your life?
There cannot be one person. There are pretty much so many people. But as I said, my college,
You are a very good and different college that you went to.
yeah, so every teacher there. And I was under Dr. Kanagrele. So, I mean, she's Padma Bhushan, Sangeet Natak Academy. She's a legend. She's the first person in our country especially to bring a college affiliated to Mumbai University to start a college for classical dance. I mean, at an age of just 15, when you are in 11th, you're just 15, 16, 16. And you work, you see a legend every day, and her persona every single day, that eyeliner thing, and that single, you know, braided plait, and her sari every day, every single day, and she would perform. ऐसे बैठे बैठे भी we used to request ma'am ये करके दिखाओ, and just to do that. She was known as Abhinaya Queen. I don't know, am I having her picture? She's there, always there.
Oh, we'll add it up in the frame.
She's there. She's there, always there. So
she has been. So it is very safe.
अरे उसका persona मतलब वो चलती थी तो ऐसे लगता था कि सांस लेना जोर से तो भी she'll say, is this the way to breathe? ऐसे, you know, that dancer way of speaking. वो ऐसे नहीं डांटते, वो पूरे expression में डांट लेते आपको तो, you know, ऐसे. So you have that. She was. How many students get to work with legends? So I have seen her as a principal, and my teachers, they are all doctorates and have won I don't know how many awards, and massive teachers I've had, great performers, great artists, जिनके रोज articles आते हैं paper में, you know. तो आप जब ऐसे personalities के साथ हो,
it definitely impact.
Yeah, so when you go to normal college, regular college, you have teachers. They may not be personalities, great personality. They may be great teachers, but here you have opportunities to work with teachers who have studied under great gurus. Totally. Understand? So one of my teacher whom I worked with, she was a disciple of the first disciple of Dr. Rukmini Devi Arundel. Now, how many times you get to work with such legends?
Very rare. That is it. Talking about teachers, you also have a lot of teachers, non-teaching staff here. So how do you keep them motivated throughout the day, throughout the academic year, so that again impacts the students in a positive manner?
See, that is a very broad-based question, because in school what you have is the male population is less and the female teachers population is more. So what gets them going is, first and foremost, you have to be little understanding that the female teachers take leaves. बच्चा बीमार है तो हस्बैंड तो नहीं छुट्टी लेने वाला है, नो, या इन लॉज है या सर्जरीज है, whatever. So the leaves, you have to be little understanding with their leaves. But at the same time to be little strict, because
you have to run the school.
So that is
the
there.
Students also should not get affected.
But I always do one thing, is that I have tried all my teachers to upgrade themselves. So if I have teachers who started with playgroup nursery, now they are 9-10 teachers, they are coordinators, they are leaders, they go to correct board papers, and they now things that I did, they do. So
that is how you impacted them, and
yes.
they have grown.
So now, like earlier, I used to speak to parents. Over here, I make parents understand what is ICSE all about, and really take continuous parent orientations and speak to them. Now I don't have to.
You have made a system out of it.
Yes, they do it. They do, and they do it so well. So I feel, and a lot of time I may initiate a structure. The rest they do, and then but what I've done is I talk regularly with my leaders. Like if you say on everyday basis, then it's literally everyday basis.
That's great. That's how you keep a touch with them and make sure that everything is running super smooth.
So barabar जैसे school छूटेगी 3:15, 3:30, they will all assemble like small bees. They'll all assemble. Sometimes it's just chatting. They tell आज ये हुआ वो हुआ. Not that they come with a problem.
Correct, absolutely great. We believe Changemaker inspire more Changemakers. So is that one principal or one friend of yours who would like to nominate for our next podcast?
So it is, this is Kalyani Patnaik, ma'am. She's principal of HFS Powai.
HFS Powai.
Yeah, so Kalyani ma'am. So I call her and she says, Sonali, how are you? What happened? So,
that's a good.
So she is the one I call.
That's great.
When I am in trouble.
one question which I was fascinated to ask is that we come from a generation. So there will be a principle after you coming from our generation.
Yeah.
So what is that one piece of advice that you would like to give to the next principal, maybe 10 years, 20 years, 30 years down the line? That would be from our generation.
See, first is understand whom you're going to deal with. Okay, you cannot have a blanket policy. You have to know whom you're going to deal with. So if it's
Correct.
school, so there are rules and regulations. There are blanket rules and regulations made. Okay, but you have to understand who are the stakeholders now. So those rules and regulations, if are in a particular way applied to preschoolers, understand, then they cannot be applied into the primary.
High school or
No, and the higher grades certainly not. Correct. So
Definitely.
see, you have to understand the age group. So things that we may casually say to primaries. Okay. You have to be little careful to what you speak to kids of secondary because they have puberty, adolescence.
Yeah.
आप क्या बोलते हो और वो क्या अपना मतलब लेते हैं, you never know.
Different kinds of
Correct. But I have seen over the years one thing. आप तभी डांटो जब आप उनको प्यार करने लगे. If you are, so I say what not to my 8, 9, 10 kids. Right and left sometimes. It's right and left, like they don't cut their hair. So I actually kind of ask, is this not your annual time to cut your hair? हाँ, annual time, like, annually आप जाते हो ना, तो annual time नहीं आया अभी तक. And then next day or 2 days they'll cut hair and they'll come and show me.
Time has come.
Yeah, कि मैं जा रहा हूँ ऐसे. But I feel you scold children only when you're really going to hold
Love
them.
them.
I love them. So the next leader I would say कि जो बच्चों के साथ body language है ना, आपकी ऐसी नहीं होनी चाहिए. Your body language with the kids have to be like this, and with small kids you have to sit down. Their eye level, eyesight. So yeah, my coordinators did joke कि मैम छोटे बच्चों को बोलेंगे ना प्रिंसिपल मैम के पास लेके जा रहे हैं, तो they're so happy, हाँ चलो because first thing they come and they will sit here and they look at the AC कि AC चालू करो. Okay, and then sometimes when they complain, I have to control my laugh because it is so funny. वहीं पे भी they have this thing. Hey, मैंने कब बोला? Hey, मैंने नहीं बोला. Hey, you said. There also they'll start fighting, not realizing they're standing in front of the principal and they have been brought here for what? Okay, so you have to remember that. So the next leader has to understand कि first of all बच्चे हैं. बच्चों के साथ you cannot have the same way you speak to the parents, the same way the way you speak to the. So you have to adapt. whom are you speaking to? बच्चे हैं तो कैसे बात करनी है, टीचर्स है तो कैसे बात करनी है, पेरेंट्स है तो कैसे बात करनी है. See, there are kids who are very very manipulative also. There are different kinds of kids. Okay, so some kids you have to first of all know.
Understanding is important.
Yeah, so other side of the story आपको पता होनी ही चाहिए. And as I said in the beginning, it's थोड़ा compassion, because the next leader, whoever, if it is for the school, you have to understand the age group is under 15.
Correct.
So you cannot really come up with a very autocratic way of. Sometimes, see, some places require uniform, neat and tidy uniform, completion of works, completion of your assignments. Okay, yeah.
You have to manage the both.
Yes, but their behavioral issues and they're in fights. You have to really understand where is this coming from.
Thank you for giving us the time. Thank you for letting us interview and featuring in this podcast. We truly value your
Thank you
time.
so much.
Thank you for being a change maker, and we inspire that we want you to be the same throughout your life.
Thank you so much.
Thank
And
you.
it was pleasure at my end also to speak to you. And it was pleasure to know you were a sports person as well. So it is, see, the artist eccentricity, the sports eccentricity, it's a different vibe. After a long time, I'm speaking to a sports person.
Oh,
So
that's great.
I'm really happy to see you also doing so well in life, and you running a business at such a young age.
We are figuring it out.
Yes, but see, you also are a change maker.
Thank you for the time.
Thank you so much.
Really
Thank you so much.
inspired.
Yeah.
This
Thank
is
you.
the very first. Thank you.